And
Just shatters. Like the minute O wants to use it, it's like, no!
well, it would be the first time it worked for us on Saturday, but didn't work for him on Sunday. It's been a couple weeks. Literally.
It's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what happened last time? Tell me about these spy deer.
Oh.
No.
I'm kidding. What happened last time in this game?
Um,
from the
Curious,
beginning?
we started with us picking up Fall. I remember that.
Yes.
Okay, we just
And we caught him up to speed.
We.
And then we hauled ass toward the big ass tree.
right.
We.
And then when we went in, it was like a big cave.
Mhm.
And then I remember the water hitting us because someone got a hold of the mushroom.
Yes, Mina was holding the mushroom, and so like a tidal wave came through the tunnel, the very wide tunnel we were traversing down. Some of us took some damage from that.
You guys got hit
Ended
with this. Yeah, I got hit with the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
intro.
Then we woke up on an island, a deserted island, which Mina immediately clocked as being in the oh god,
I believe in you.
the Aucklands.
It is technically called the Auckland in the Empire. So
The
that's fair.
Ongopoko.
Correct. I'll type it for you
Uh,
in case you don't have it in your notes.
I do not. I almost said
Bunga
I
bunga.
almost said Congo. Anyway,
That spelling seems so Swahili.
We asked
I love
Mina
it.
if she was ready for this. I don't remember what the lead up to that question was, but I know that we were like making connections and we're like, hey, hold on.
She was having a bit of a time being, at least in some figment of home, after just being written out of her family lineage.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that I remember how our characters knew that the mushroom was going to take us to a different place if we switched hands, if that makes sense.
Jin rolled really good and could kind
You did.
of figure
Mm.
vaguely what the mushroom can do, and Hawk kind of has a natural insight towards things related to Irina and kind of piece it together.
Zefalk.
A bit of a combined effort. We're just like, yeah, that mushroom's connected to this. Whoever touches it, we go on a little trip.
Okay.
You guys
And then-
have a general idea that Irina has the ability to tap into your minds, so
Right.
All right.
this is just reading memories off of you.
And because of that, Falk, Garth, was
Yeah, sure, Hawk.
That's what he likes. That's what he wants you to think.
he was quick to be like, oh no, Mina, I'll take that from you. Let me save you from yourself.
BB girl.
So we took the mushroom from Mina, and we ended up going to Heilegrad, the capital city of the Sviarch Empire, which is top secret. You guys aren't allowed there, so hopefully you've forgotten what it looks like by now.
Forgotten what?
Good. All very Spherian things around. They saw a train for the first time. The cobblestone streets, the high buildings, the gallows. And then we kept walking. Keep walking.
The Hyla Gallows.
Following following Falk through the alleys that he knew so well. Spotting a bit of graffiti he had done once upon a time, and ending up at his family's bakery, which his family lived above. There were some executors, essentially super cops, at the bakery talking to Falk's mother. And Falk, in a scene reminiscent of Back to the Future, looked at a newspaper and saw that it was the year and day that he had been apprehended and sent off to military boarding school, essentially. So he snuck into his room, following the sort of like spores that were being let off from this mushroom. Snuck into his room. His little sister Heidi had walked in, perceived all of us as normal people. No abnormal people here, no goblins or anything like that. Falk had a touching moment with his sister, sort of saying goodbye in a way that he wasn't able to before. She gave him Herr Hansel, little ratty bunny rabbit that their father had one for at a fair. And not finding anything in his room, and hearing that the executors had left, Falk went down, confronted his mother, had a heart-to-heart, returned Hansel to his mother to give to Heidi, returned to Heidi after he had left. They embraced, and the scene melted away. And we were in a free fall. And someone had to grab the mushroom. Who was it?
It was Caradoc. As Caradoc grabbed the mushroom, we continued falling, fortunately. However, our landing was cushioned, yay, by thorns, double yay, as we airdropped into a hedge maze. One Caradoc knows pretty well. There were some huff and puff about, this is the homeland you've been bragging so much about? Come on, Caradoc, really? But as we exited the maze and navigated the streets, it was, again, this eerie, empty feeling, like something's not right. It occurred to Caradoc when in time this was. It was during the coughing sickness when it spread through the city. So he knew exactly where he needed to go, home. So that's where he took them, to the Hearty Cauldron. Outside, we met old man Darek, who was having a bit of a coughing fit, sick. Caradoc used some of his magic to cure him, power he didn't have back then. And I brought the team inside and introduced them to his family. And nothing bad happened, and we all... No, just kidding.
And nothing happened.
The end.
After some
Alright,
wholesome
campaign's over.
dynamics, let's pack it up. After some wholesome dynamics, introducing everyone, he was directed to go help his sister after speaking to his grandfather in the garden. And Dahlia and Jin had some, what shall we call it? Floral entertainment.
Did some harvesting. Did
Yeah,
a
did
little
some
bit.
harvesting.
Took a little
Picked
bit.
some herbs.
Yeah, keep that pinned in the back of your mind, because in theory, I don't think there's any particularly magical plants that were plucked, so that should come back with you to the real world. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I made like a little bouquet themed after Irina.
Oh, that's right.
And later on, gave it to Falk. Just
Yeah.
before something might have happened. Who knows? We're getting there later.
During my vacation, I went through a college's garden, like little.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like something from the 1800s or whatever. Bit run down, but I did go through like a whole little spectrum of lavender, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely yeah. I got the vibes right. Yeah, this is chill.
Hell yeah, I love that. We went into the apothecary and were asked to help out, and were interviewed, shall we say, about our skill set.
Yeah,
And we were assigned some tasks, and I think it was when Caradoc was asked to help that he... No, it was Falk, when we started questioning what he was able to do, and he said, I can cure someone of the sickness once, unless Caradoc does it again.
that I could do it twice.
Yeah. And then kind of like nudged Caradoc towards revealing, like, I can do this now. And then he tried to combine the power of oral vitality with lesser restoration. Successful, and springboarded from that into one of his deeper desires when it comes to recognition from his family. To prove to them that he has indeed changed, that he isn't the same man he was when he left. And it kind of backfired. I think the last thing that happened after that was the front wall of the apothecary being ripped out, like the whole wall from like out of the frame, almost like a door being pulled out of a frame, just ripped open, and this red portal emerged, and from it, this person I recognize stepped on through with this sinister and, dare I say, evil twist. But I definitely know who it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Who is it?
The name was mentioned last session, wasn't it?
It was.
It was began with a G.
His name,
Yeah.
Gareth.
Gareth. Yes, it was very close to Garth. I already remember that.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Pronunciation is pretty different, but song-wise, quite
Yeah.
similar. Anything else?
No. Oh, I mean, one thing we didn't mention was the actually, I don't know if it was mentioned. I didn't hear it. In Fox, the Mindscape, he was being called Falk, not Emmerich.
Right, right.
Yes.
That needed once it was brought to his attention through, I believe, Dahlia. It almost immediately shifted. And sort of leads credence to the fact that these are dreams that are in some capacity controlled by our subconscious, unless we make it conscious.
Mm-hmm. I pulled a
And then
little
it's lucid.
sneaky on you.
Mm-hmm.
You sure did.
Let's see. I know. I need some combat music. Okay, that works. But before we get to the combat music, let us dispense out with the bounty of inspiration.
Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Fred, now
I think
you
it goes
guys
to
hold
Cop.
your chap. You guys can't elect to just give it to anyone. It's technicality.
I do have it marked in my sheet already, so Fred, if you want to take it, I feel like you're gonna.
I also have a muffin already.
Oh shit!
Holy shit! That's right. You're hoarding those things.
Do any of you not have inspiration?
I have one.
You
Let's
have one.
see.
You
I do not.
Garth, what about you?
I do.
You do? Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to Nina then.
There you
I
go.
concur.
Unless I want a muffin. I'm kidding.
Do you want a muffin?
Delicious.
So you deserve it.
That is
I
a
have-
valid thing that you could do.
I have been
hypothetically.
good. No, take it.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
What?
YouTube.
You want it? Come and
YouTube's
claim it.
progress bar on the video has a
Yeah, I
gradient.
know. It goes pink.
What
I
the
don't like
fuck?
that.
Neither do I.
Why?
I don't like change.
Right?
Mm.
I
Well, it's
don't
a
like
stupid
change.
change. What is the point? I can tell where I am. They have a little dot. I don't need to know
like
via
yeah,
pink. What if I'm
the-
colorblind?
It's not like that for me.
That's
I
ableist.
actually filed an official
Weird.
complaint when they changed the software we use at work.
hey, if it affects your day to day, that's fair.
I was so
I mean,
pissed
hell
when
yeah.
they did that.
Oh, the gradient's also weird. It's not like
I know
it's not like a full gradient that's there and then the dot just slowly moves. No, it like slowly grows as the video goes on. So at the beginning, there isn't a gradient. Near the end, the gradient takes up like the last fifth.
What
of the
amazing use of processing power.
I hate
I mean, who
that.
in their
Bye.
right mind moves the save button somewhere where it isn't?
Also, Fred, you complained that your software changed. I'm begging my boss to change our software because it sucks ass.
Yeah.
She also hates it, but she's too scared of change.
Tisk.
Okay. Oop. So, let's get into it, shall we?
Sure.
We shall.
As this
wanna fight the Hot Knight.
infamous-looking individual pulls themselves out from the earth, from the cobble pathwork that surrounds the hardy cauldron, you guys can hear slowly, like the pulling of a tornado, wood and other stonework of the building begin getting peeled away, sucked off, until it ramps up. Shut up.
Motherfucker.
Shut up!
I've been watching too much Legends of Adventure, so I'll allow that. It begins getting peeled away at increasing speed. So it starts at a small splinter, a pebble, then to a board and a fragment of stonework, then boards, and then sections of the establishment begin getting ripped and peeled, leaving you all on a cobble and stone foundation of the building, as the world around you begins being swallowed by that similar black smoke that emitted out from Caradoc and is spilling off of this individual in front of you. The world almost coming to, in a manner similar to when you guys swapped control of the mushroom, the world begins changing violently. And the entire time, the individual is looking at you.
Oh. There's a feller.
From off the little pavilion and sect where it's stationed at, around the hardy cauldron, bramble and vinework begin to emit and grow upward, becoming a dome around all of you, trapping you in this place. Please put yourselves on the map on the left side.
What are these squares referencing?
Columns, parkworks. These are little benches. So
Okay.
I would say these are tall enough that you guys can hide behind them.
Right. Like, full cover, maybe half if we rip up a bench.
Depends on the direction, I would say.
Yeah,
would
that makes
the house have been something like this
Yeah.
before it disappeared?
Yeah. It
Okay,
probably has
then I
some
know
other
where I-
pieces here.
Like the
courtyard
staircase.
was probably back there.
I would have probably
Yeah, that's what I was doing before session.
right here. Then.
Line by line. just making a staircase.
Oh
I
my
I've
like-
probably
god.
just done, like, a line straight across like that on them.
Nah.
Hey, Crash, just real quick, can you put me on a higher layer than Delia?
No. I'm taller than him. No!
Yeah, but he asked first, so.
Back
He has
to
the
back.
presence.
Okay, never mind. I take it back. I like that.
Paul is messing up Mina's sheet, like her token rather. It always says that she's at 1 HP, which is a dooming thing for Mina in specific. Oh, I can't even change it. It doesn't let me change the value.
Hey, Crash.
What? What?
Can you give me access to Roma's token because I can't move it?
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
like I can't select
Oh, it's
it.
tied to the. Okay, wait, hold on. Right there, yeah. Try now.
Indeed, I can. Thank you.
Let's see, and then Eva was the one just shooting you, so she's probably like right there.
You know what? She's probably back here and he's over here. In fact.
What's that?
And then there's these two.
Alright, hold on.
See, who would it be? Who would it be? Probably Jen.
Huh?
Jin, as all of this is unfolding, so before all the foundation or all the walls are gone and such,
Or the
you do
universe
hear a
collapses.
message. You do hear a message in your head. It's a familiar voice. You alive in there?
For the time being, yes.
No, we love to hear that. Your little mushroom friend is had a bit of metamorphosis out here. Anvil advised that we shouldn't try to drag you away from her or kill you. But from what you just said and what your tone was, I assume you guys need help.
It would be appreciated. Eulonian knights are known for their combat capabilities.
Eulonian Knight? Really?
He's saying this while pulling out. I imagine is he saying this in his head? It's a dream sequence. He's probably kind of saying it mildly out loud.
If you're fighting Eulonian, I got some tips for you. It's very good that you said that to Riza of all people.
I knew it was gonna be good.
So normally Rangers have like favorite enemies, and fun fact, she's gonna do this eventually. Eva was gonna, if she when she goes Ranger, she can actually pick certain nations. So she can learn how to fight Eulonians and Ventorians especially, which is what her spy training is about, right? Riza's not a Ranger. And debatably she isn't a spy. But for you, Jin, having mentioned that to her, for this fight you will have an expanded crit range against that motherfucker right there.
Let's go!
Because Riza will tell you how to fight Eulonians. Which is not something Eulonians normally do, of course. But that's neither here nor there. So just make a mark on that somewhere.
I'm going to expand my crit range and then set a timer for like 3 hours to change it back.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. As, Jin, you have this mental instruction manual delivered unto you, there is some interference in Riza's voice. And there's no point being around the bush. It sounds like she's talking through a small, thin layer of water. So it does sound a bit garbly at times, but other than that, relatively still coherent. As the building finally is destroyed, coming back to the present moment, you guys all feel a little pinprick. Just best spot would probably, as a general all-encompassing point, probably your upper leg. That's like a major artery, so that's probably the best point for injection, as long as they don't go too deep. You guys all feel a pinprick, around your upper leg. Can all of you please roll me your hit die for whatever class you're going to level up into? So D12 for Barbarian, for example,
Or
D10s,
for
D8s,
Titan.
what? Or for Titan.
Or 1D12.
My favorite
That's fine.
Megamind villain.
Don't suck.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
big money!
Nice. Not so nice. And
Not
yes,
as nice.
you guys do get to add your con on top of this. So
Oh, okay. So 10 for me.
yeah, increase your current hit points by that amount, but only your current.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's what I
Max.
thought.
Overheal. Nice.
Yeah, like an overheal, and that stacks on top of the other effect on you.
17.
For-
And
use
that
the
stacks on
spell.
top of my alchemical trance that's on.
Correct.
So do I do the same
Awesome.
thing for Ace?
I guess yeah, because he's based off of you. Yeah. I would say even though she doesn't get the features, do the
Yes.
same for Roma.
Yeah, I was about to ask. What's hers? Rogue D8, right?
Yeah, the dudes.
D8 plus. What's her con? A respectable con for Rogue. Pretty respectable health.
That just brings Mina back to full. Hey, well, we take what we can get around here.
About a bit.
Fires, I know. Oh, he has a +1 con. Go Fires. Classic Fires. Classic Fires. HP. Never heard of it.
Damn.
Fires is weaker than Clint in terms of HP, which is
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
That hurts.
like by like same ratio. Like even though Clint is
Yeah.
higher level. It's yeah. I remember when he was this level. And then for Eva, choo. And not bad. That's mid. That's mid. So You guys feel a little pinprick in your upper leg, and your heart rate accelerates. To those of you that have visible pupils, your pupils dilate, your breathing accelerates. You get a little bit of perspiration on you, increased heart rate, a bit more sweaty, and so on and so forth.
These weak arms happy.
Dolly's gonna have a heart attack. She already drugged herself up.
Her second heart goes crazy.
That's why
Spaghetti.
That's why it's very important to have a medical expert be the one delivering these doses.
Isn't it just?
When everything is said and done, you guys in your little bramble dome, this individual holds out his hand in your direction, Caradoc, and with a smoky, almost burning, raspy voice addresses you. Caradoc. At last we meet, face to face.
Gareth?
Did you imagine it would be like this? Did you imagine this encounter at all?
No.
Well, it's a shame. He lowers his arm. Perhaps you spend more time considering our due confrontation. You wouldn't be in this mess. Neither would she. And yet here we are. He turns his visored gaze from you to those behind you. You stand in front of all of them, singled out. All of them have someone by their side except you.
And what else is new?
Exactly. You know it to be true. No matter what platitudes you hear from them, no matter what lies they tell you or you tell yourself. But the time for talk has passed. And soon enough, he levels his blade, holding his hand across to his other side, his pauldron, this sort of duelist stance, and his blade ignites as he does so. Let the bout begin. No surprise round. It's rather blunt and purposeful. True to Eulonian combat.
Oh, yeah.
And Fayez did get that minute analyzing him, so
Nice.
he's gonna be popping that off. No, it's changing.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
The neurons.
Them some fighting.
And don't suck. That sucks.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just you said something.
And don't suck again. Oh, that's much better.
Hey, yo.
You're immortal?
That one is Mina's, then Fayez's.
My favorite Witcher 3 song.
For Eva.
It's a
Oh,
great
no.
game, too.
Oh, I just realized.
How did you realize?
Initiative checks are ability checks.
So we can
Oh.
add dice to it.
Disadvantage.
All of us?
Oh,
Well, if you guys have a degree of
Exhaustion.
exhaustion, then yes. You okay,
Piss,
so
I forgot I did. Alright, well,
then,
fucking... let me do
I
this
guess
once more.
Eva's holding that 11.
Ooh.
I
What's
even
mine
have my
currently?
stuff already
8.1.
set to. Oh, come on!
Oh, it's gonna be an 8.1.
Fayez is
Oh,
the
that's so
factor
good.
broken. Well, sorry, Fayez. Even though you just got that, you didn't actually.
Ooh.
That's rough, buddy. Mina, I don't think she could get much worse, to be honest with you. But
Hey,
okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
argument, if we got juiced up to the point where we got our hit point maximum increased, count as removing an exhaustion level?
That's either that. I'll put the agency in your hands. Either you don't get the level up and you get rid of your exhaustion for the fight, or you keep the level up but you hold your exhaustion. It's one or the other.
I'll hold the exhaustion, actually, personally.
Dumb question. Do attacks count as ability?